Yes. Kshatrayate iti Kshatriya. Kshat means hurt. H-U-R-T, hurt. We get painful, attacked. Kshat means attacked. But Trayate means one who protects us from attacks is known as Kshatriya. This is the meaning of the Kshatriya, the word, literal meaning of the Kshatriya. Kshat means the wound, attack, foreign element coming to us, attacking us. Trayate means one who protects. The Kshatriya is the one who protects his people from the attacks from the people outside. So that is a very much important duty. Kshatriya is supposed to protect his people, protect the citizens. Now, in the name of Kshatriyas, we have a police officers, yes, whole IPS, DG, yes, DGP, constables, whole home ministry is there for that in the name of Kshatriyas. But they are internal. But externally, on the borders of city, on the borders of country, we have a soldiers, army force, Nauka Dala, Akasha Dala, yes, ground force. We have different forces. These are all Kshatriyas. Their primary duty of a Kshatriya is to protect his citizens, his people. Kshatriya. You see, got such a great kings we can see in our history. We don't need to go too far for seeing such great kings. Even in this Kali Yuga, Maharana Prataparudra, Maharaj Shivaji Maharaj, such a great Kshatriyas, wonderful Kshatriyas, chivalrous, prowess, wonderful Kshatriyas. Nobody can defeat them. Jhansi Lakshmi Bai. Yes, those are the Kshatriyas we should remember. Ultimately, here we are referring to Arjuna, the great warrior, Parashurama, Bhishma Pitamaha. These are the wonderful Kshatriyas. So this Kshatriya, meaning Kshatrayate iti Kshatriya, one who protects his people from attacks. If Kshatriyas are weak, then citizens are prone to get into danger zone. There are people in the world, they are waiting for opportunity to loot people. Sometimes in Western countries, when the strike happens, citizens, they enter into malls, shopping malls, and they pick up anything and everything, whatever they want. When there are some shoots, even recently in Ukraine, when there are shoots, general public, they entered into shopping malls, they entered into shopping areas, they picked up whatever they want. So when the law and order, when is it misplaced, when it is not in power, then the thieves, robbers, murderers, killers, they will increase. If the police is not strict, then there are thieves, gundas will become prominent. Gundas, I mean rowdies will become prominent. So police has to be very strict. Kshatriya has to be strict. Just like Parikshit Maharaj, he was very, very much strict. He punished Kali, Pulisha. So this is a primary duty of a Kshatriya. The meaning of Kshatriya and primary duty of a Kshatriya is to protect citizens from all kinds of difficulties. Yes. And some people think, no, this law and order is a problem for people. No. This law and order, the purpose of law and order is to facilitate people in a more convenience way. You see, there are traffic signals. The traffic signals are there to facilitate the traffics. If there are no traffic signals, there will be jam, completely jam. So that's why violence is only for the purpose of keeping the law and order. Prabhupada writes in the purport, non-violence should not be taken for granted. Oh, I can do anything. No. Violence should be for the purpose of keeping the law and order in place. Sometimes when there are strikes, when there are too many people do too much hangama, lot of riots, the police, they throw tear gas. Sometimes when these people, they throw stone pelting happens sometimes. So they may do a firing also, but this firing will not be original bullets. This firing will be some some other metals where they will get hurt. Which bullets? Popper, topper. I could not get it. Duplicate. I could not get the exact name. I'm not able to hear your voice clearly. Duplicate bullets. It's not rubber bullets. Okay. Rubber bullets. It is painful, but it does not kill the people. So they will run away. To control keep the law and order in safety, in the control. So they do sometimes. Sometimes they throw tear gas, sometimes water, like that, just to dismantle the people. So that is required. Such violence is required. Otherwise, people do anything and everything what they want. That's why here Arjuna is also suggested to use the violence to keep the law and order. Order was missing. Adharma, people were increasing. Adharma was spreading like anything. People will take it for granted. Oh, this king is there. He is not able to do anything. He is unfit. That's why in Ramayana it comes. Some people, ministers of the Sabha, they suggest Ramachandra. Oh my dear Lord Ramachandra, why you are doing this? Why you are sending Mother Sita to forest? Just because one candidate, one washerman, he said something wrong. Just because of him, you don't need to take such a decision to send this Mother Sita to forest. Then Kshatriya, Rama said, the duty of a Kshatriya to keep the faith of the people. He is to protect. If the followers, they lose the faith in a Kshatriya, then people will take advantage of it. So even though if it is even only one person, but I have to stand on my words. I have to keep people's faith on me holded. That's why he sent Mother Sita, even though it is only one person who said it. So this is the purpose of using violence to keep the law and order. Conquering inimical kings. One should, there are many enemies who are the borders. They are trying to attack people, like Jarasandha. They are continuously attacking Dwaraka. But 17 times Krishna conquered him. 17 times, again and again, again and again. So this is the purpose of keeping the violence. One should fight with the inimical kings. And another purpose of fighting, Kshatriya, you should keep the religious principles on. You should rule the world according to religious principles, not whimsically. Kshatriya is supposed to rule the country, not whimsically. Mere ko jo pasand aaya wo aisa. Nahi. He's not Tughlaq. There was one king, Tughlaq, Aurangzeb. He ruled the country just like whatever he wants. He kept his own father in the jail. So we don't want such Kshatriyas. Kshatriya means one should rule the country based on the guidance of Brahmanas, based on the Shastras, to keep the religious principles on in the society. Yes. That's why Kshatriyas are not supposed to take the renounced order directly. There are 4 varnashram. Yes, 4 varnas. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So Brahmanas, they are not supposed to, the Kshatriyas, they are not supposed to take sannyas. They are not, means, for becoming a Brahmana, he has to perform lot of tapasya, great tapasya, just like Vishwamitra. Just like Vishwamitra. He performed so much tapasya to become a Brahmana. Vishwamitra, he was a king. Yes. Then later on he became a Brahmana. For that he has to get trained properly, do lot of tapasya, then you can become Brahmana. Otherwise Kshatriyas, they are not supposed to take sannyas. If they take sannyas, then the world becomes very, very dangerous. The thieves will take advantage of it. Yes. So non-violence in politics may be diplomacy, Prabhupada writes. Non-violence in politics may be diplomacy, but it is never a factor or principle. That's why non-violence should not be taken as a principle. Mahatma Gandhi, sorry to say, but Gandhiji, he has mistaken a Bhagavad Gita message. Non-violence is not a principle. We discussed previously also. Ahimsa paramo dharma, himsa dharma tataivacha. To keep the religious principles on, one must perform the violence. Here, Prabhupada writing, non-violence should not be taken as a principle. Violence is required to keep the dharmic principles on, yes, to keep the law and order in place, in control, to fight against the inimical kings, and to protect his citizens. So these are the purposes of duty of a Kshatriya, basically. Why he should do violence. Sometimes it is said, he goes, the Kshatriya needs a training, right? So he goes to the forest, he kills animals, and he comes back. People may think, why he is doing that? Yes, there is a need of requirement. There is a requirement of getting trained. So he gets trained under proper training. He kills animals so that tomorrow he can fight even with the animals on the battlefield. Animal like people tomorrow. So for that he needs a training, right? That's why training is required for a Kshatriya. They would go to forest, they would not attack on innocent people. No. They would go to forest. And as soon as they used to perform sometimes they used to catch the animals and bring it for sacrifices. For in the sacrifices, they used to get a new body. Yes, new body. Such violence is suggested even in the religious books. Prabhupada writes, sacrificial animal killing by Brahmanas, animals immediately gets the human body. Yes, without any going through 84 lakhs of species. Such violence is suggested. It's okay. Yes. That is a duty of a Kshatriya. We should understand this. Nicely, Prabhupada writes a purport in this regard, shloka in this regard, in the purport. Prabhupada writes that he quotes from, I think, from law books, religious law books. He says, Ahaveshu mito nyonyam jagam santo mahikshita yuddhamana param shaktya swargam yanti aparan mukha. So if we fight in the religious battle, in the dharmic yuddha, if somebody dies also, he gets swarga. Yagneshu, similarly, another shloka he is quoting, Yagneshu pashavo brahman hanyante satatam dvija samskrita kila mantrescha tepi swargam apapnuvan. Similarly, animals which are sacrificed in the yajna, such animals also gets human body in next life or sometimes goes to back home, swarga. So Prabhupada is quoting these two shlokas for our understanding that Kshatriyas, after the death in the religious battle, they go to heavenly planets. Similarly, when the Brahmanas, they kill animals in the sacrifices, the animals also gets a swarga. Prabhupada is quoting these shlokas. We should remember this. So this is the duty of a Kshatriya. Hare Krishna. So we have discussed a few things. I am just summarizing it here. The meaning of a Kshatriya. Kshatrayate iti Kshatriya. And we have discussed the duty of a Kshatriya to protect the citizens, to keep the law and order in the society, and to conquer the inimical kings. Most importantly, violence is required to keep the religious principles on in the society. And Kshatriyas are not supposed to fight or rule whimsically. They are not supposed to do whimsical ruling. They should do based on the instructions of Sadhu, Brahmana, and on the order of Brahmana according to the religious scriptures. Such violence is encouraged, but non-violence should not be taken as a principle. Yeah. And for that, Kshatriya, training is required. When Kshatriya goes for training, he kills animals. Sometimes he catches animals and brings it. So Kshatriya, when he fights and dies, he goes to Swarga. Similarly, Brahmanas, when they kill animals in the sacrifices, the animals also gets human body or Swarga. Hare Krishna. This is a duty of a Kshatriya. Kshatriya should not get polluted. Unfortunately, nowadays, the soldiers on the country borders, even the police officers within the country, not all, there are some who are polluted in the mind. They have bad script. They don't have a controlled mind. They are not ruling or performing their duty under the guidance of Brahmana. They do whimsically. That's why internally, within the state, within the country, there are quarrels, there are fights, there are cheatings, there are murders, there are thievery. Externally also, on the borders also, there are a lot of things going on. We internally, we don't know, people don't know, but soldiers on the borders, sometimes they get habituated with the watching pornography. They get habituated with the bad habits, alcohol, too much alcohol. Such uncontrolled mind people, what they will protect the country? So Kshatriya is not an ordinary person. And he is not supposed to take sannyas. He should properly get trained on a bona fide acharya, like Dronacharya. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Anybody has any questions, comments, devotees, what we discussed today?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
So that to need knowledge so that they can't get sin.
Yes. They need knowledge. That's why we supposed to preach. We should preach. Thank you for comment, Pranati.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
She was asking, can they eat non-veg?
She is commenting a question.
Pranati, is it non-veg or knowledge?
Is it a non-veg or?
Non-veg.
Non-veg,
Non-veg.
acha.
Non-veg.
So, see, without even eating non-veg, there are great warriors are there. There are great warriors even without eating non-veg. I mean, without eating meat, there are so great powerful warriors are available. They are there in the city. They are there right now. They are there right now also. There are bodybuilders, kickboxers. They don't eat meat. Like,
Actually, I think the question was that she was asking that by doing that sacrifices, they can take that place, they can consume it.
No.
Will they consume that she is asking, I think.
Instead of explained by others, why don't you clearly make the question, Pranati? What is your question?
That's why then. They can incur sin or not and ask.
No, they will not incur sin. In the process of training, when they kill animals, they don't get sin. And they don't eat meat. They don't eat meat. It is only for training purpose. They are not. If they eat meat also, there are some rules and regulations. They offer to Kali and eat.
Yes, bro. Just like I have heard, Bhima used to consume, I think. Right?
No, Bhima never consumed. In Mahabharata, there is no description, as per as I read, that Bhima ate meat. He was a pure vegetarian, Bhimasen. Even Rama, there is so much going on. Rama also never ate meat. There is no description in Valmiki Ramayana also. So Kshatriyas are not always, There are some people from Rajasthan, Rajput kings, they say that proudly, no, we are Kshatriya, must take meat. Are sir, okay, you are eating meat, what you are doing? Are you following the Kshatriya's duty? No. After eating meat also, they are not following Kshatriya's duty. Just for tongue pleasure, they are eating. There are many kings, warriors, they never ate meat, but still they were so powerful kings.
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభు.
Yes, Saidandar bro.
అంటే మీరు చెప్పారు కదా ప్రభు, బ్రాహ్మణులు ఏమంటారు బలి ఇస్తారు, అది డైరెక్ట్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు పశువులను కానీ జంతువులను బలి ఇస్తే డైరెక్ట్ మనిషి జన్మ కానీ లేదా
స్వర్గం.
ఏమంటారు
స్వర్గ స్వర్గ
బ్యాక్ టు గాడ్ ఎటు సో ఏదన్నా టైప్ వస్తుందని అని చెప్పారు.
ఎస్.
సో అంటే బలి ఇచ్చిన దాన్ని అంటే కన్జ్యూమ్ చేయొచ్చా, చేసిన పెద్ద సిన్నేం కాదేమో కదా నాన్ వెజ్ అని.
No, no. Actually, see, there are people who have uncontrolled tongue. They cannot control their tongue. For such people, the meat is distributed. For Shudras, other people, meat is distributed. But Brahmanas, they won't take meat. There was Agastya Muni. Once he went to Rameshwaram. There is a temple in Rameshwaram, Agastya Muni Ashram. Temple is there. So Ilvala, there are Vatapi. That time he ate meat to kill the Rakshasas. So there are some people who have uncontrolled tongue. For such people they eat, but with all the rules and regulations. Shastras, they have some injunctions where they can eat meat, but there are some rules and regulations. But actually, real Brahmana, he never eats meat. He never eats meat. Real Kshatriya, authorized Kshatriya, he never eats meat. There are in the Kshatriyas also, there are Kshatriya Bandhu, Dvija Bandhu, I means Brahmanas Bandhu, means they are, but for namesake they are Brahmanas, for namesake they are Kshatriyas, but they are not serious Kshatriyas or serious Brahmanas. Such people, they eat meat. Uncontrolled senses because of uncontrolled tongue, but they follow the rules and regulations of Vedas. Clear?
ఓకే బ్రో.
Yeah.
అంటే ఇంకో చిన్న డౌట్ ఏంటంటే బలి ఇచ్చిన వాటిని తింటే ఏమైతే ఆల్రెడీ అది మంచి ఏమంటారు మంచి
That is,
గతులకే చేరుకుంటుంది కదా తన ఆత్మ, సిన్ ఏముండదు కదా బలి ఇచ్చిన వాటిని తింటే అని నేను అడుగుతున్నాను. బలి ఇచ్చిన వాటిని తింటే సిన్ అంటే పాపం ఏం కాదు కదా నాకు.
there won't be sin, but I am saying that is distributed to uncontrolled tongue people, like means Shudras. Brahmanas themselves, they don't take it. Real Brahmana. But there are some real Brahmana Bandhu. Brahmana Bandhu means they are just namesake Brahmanas. Dvija Bandhu they are called. Such people they take. It is an individual choice whether to take or not. But yes, as you said, there is no sin because it is being followed in the Vedic literatures, Vedic scriptures. Yeah. Yes, Bhanusri, we'll take last question. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Yes, Ban.
Prabhu,
Yes.
nowadays, like, we have to, for suppose we have to elect one person, and our elections are coming. We don't know their qualities or what they have studied, but they come to voters. How we have to vote them, Prabhu? Even the party, they don't rule properly the people. They promise some kind of things, but they don't make anything. And it is worse that people don't even know anything how to rule, and they come into ruling. How we can know that how we have to vote people? But because I think that Kshatriyas means also politicians that who can rule,
Yes.
who are giving the opportunity.
Okay. Yes, Kshatriyas are not just police department, not just army. Kshatriyas also are politicians. Very good that you brought this point, Bhanusri. So how to elect? See, we cannot change the ruling party. We don't have any influence on ruling party. We have only control over our MLA. Yes, legislative member. Our MLA. Or local person, Sarpanch. Local person. That's why citizens must know who is qualified, who is not qualified. For that, they have to check the track record of them, what they have done. What they have done. We have to check out their track record. We cannot see the ruling party. This same candidate, MLA or local person, he may shift any party, he may shift any party. But if he is doing for his own selfish needs, he is not qualified. He is not qualified. So we should understand who is qualified, who is not qualified. We have to do thorough study of local person. We don't need to get into the ruling party or opposition party or state level parties or central level parties. No, we don't need to do that. We can just see a local member. Is he qualified or not? And for them, for that we have to find out individual. It is an individual responsibility to find out. When they come to us to ask for vote, we should ask them what you have done, what you have promised to do. Can you give a guarantee? So we should. It is an individual responsibility of the voter. Unfortunately, the people, they don't have awareness about it. When they release the manifesto of the party, they should release the individual caliber also, individual person's caliber and strengths and weakness also. Of course, nothing much is in our control. There is only few things which in our control. That we should do responsibly. That's it. Maximum. Other than that, we cannot do anything much. Okay?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Banusri, is that clear?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, Pranavi, last. Don't.
No question, Prabhuji, just I want
Yeah,
to
comment.
share
Okay,
this.
okay. Yes.
To contact the people who are
No voice. Voice is not coming.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Is it audible, Prabhuji?
Yes,
now?
audible.
No, Prabhu. To know the about history of the people who are contesting in the elections, we can know their assets, values, and criminal background also. Prabhuji, I don't know exact website, but Election Commission is maintaining that website. We can while going to vote, we can go through that website, Prabhuji. In order
Yes.
to reduce the criminals entering into the politics, this initiative has been taken. We don't know about it. We are not aware of this about it.
We should inquire. Thank you for the information. I think there is a Right to Information Act. There is a RTI, Right to Information Act. So we can ask for any information.
No, Prabhuji. This one is clearly mentioned. If you go to that website, we can know that what MLA, which MLA is having how many assets, what is his criminal background, like that. We can know, Prabhuji.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Pranavi, for the information. So, Banusri, just get locally, go there, inquire about your local member. Okay? I thank all of devotees. We'll end here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.